So I would request any one of you to read the first paragraph along with the verse, and then all the other devotees each to read one paragraph each. Yes, Mathan Prabhu, you want to start from Evam Parampara Praptam.
Okay, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
एवं परंपरा प्राप्तम इमाम प्रायशय विदुः सा बाल काले कालेंच महादायोः नस्त परातपा. The supreme science was thus received through the chain of disciplic succession, and the saintly king understood it in that way. But in course of time, the succession was broken, and therefore the science as it is appears to be lost. It is clearly purport. It is clearly stated that the Gita was especially meant for the saintly king because they were to execute its purpose in ruling over the citizen. Certainly, Bhagavad Gita was never meant for the demoniac persons who would dissipate its value for no one's benefit and would devise all type of interpretations according to personal whims. As soon as the original purpose was scattered by the motives of the unscrupulous commentator, there arose the need to re-establish the disciplic succession. 5,000 years ago, it was detected by the Lord himself that the disciplic succession was broken, and therefore he declared that the purpose of the Gita appeared to be lost. In the same way, as the present moment also, there are so many editions of Gita, especially in English, but almost all of them are not according to authorized disciplic succession. There are innumerable interpretations rendered by different mundane scholars, but almost all of them do not accept the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna, although they make a good business on the words of Sri Krishna. This spirit is demoniac because the demons do not believe in God, but simply enjoy the property of the Supreme. Since there is a great need of an edition of the Gita in English, as it is received by the Parambara disciplic succession system, an attempt is made herewith to fulfill this great want. Bhagavad Gita, accepted as it is a great boon to humanity, but if it is accepted as a treatise or philosophical speculation, it is simply a waste of time.
Thanks, bro. Next, Kanika Mataji, you want to read?
Prabhu, from where? Can you just point the cursor? Thank you.
Saivyam Mayate.
सायव्यं मया तेद्य योगः प्रोक्तः पुरातमः भक्तोऽसि मे सखा चेति रहस्यं हिताद् उत्तमम्. Translation: That very ancient science of the relationship with the Supreme is today told by me to you because you are my devotee as well as my friend and can therefore understand the transcendental mystery of this science. Purport. Do you want me to continue or do you want someone else to read the purport?
That's fine. Manu Nitya Mataji, you want to read the purport? From here, there are two classes of men. Manu Nitya Mataji?
Shall I read, Prabhu?
Yeah, you can read, Prabhu.
There are two classes of men, namely the devotee and the demon. The Lord selected Arjun as the recipient of this great thanks owing to his being a devotee of the Lord. But for the demon, it is not possible to understand this great mysterious science. There are a number of editions of this great book of knowledge. Some of them have commentaries by the devotees, and some of them have commentaries by the demons. Commentation by the devotees is real, whereas that of the demon is useless. Arjun accepts Sri Krishna as the supreme personality of Godhead, and any commentary on the Gita following in the footsteps of Arjun is real devotional service to the cause of this great science. The demonic, however, do not accept Lord Krishna as he is. Instead, they concoct something about Krishna and mislead general readers from the path of Krishna's instructions. Here is a warning about such misleading paths. One should try to follow the disciplic suggestion from Arjun and thus be benefited by this great text of Srimad Bhagavad Gita.
Yes.
Shall
So
I read this table also, Prabhu?
yeah, this table basically gives our disciplic succession, which is Brahma Dho Gaudiya Sampradaya, starting from Lord Brahma. Yeah, so you can read this.
Okay. Okay. Starting from first, Krishna, Brahma, Narad, Vyas, Madhav, Padmanabha, Padmanabha, Narhari, Madhav, Akshobhya, Jayatirtha, Janasindhu, Dayanidhi, Vidyanidhi, Rajendra, Jayadhar, Purushottam, Brahmatirtha, Vyasatirtha, Lakshmipati, Madhvendra Prabhu Puri, Ishwarapuri, Nityananda Advaita, Lord Chaitanya, Roop, Swaroop Sanatan, Raghunath Jiva, Krishnadas, Narottam, Vishwanath, Baladev Jagannath, Bhakti Vinod, Gaur Kishore, Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati, A.C. Bhaktisiddhanta Swami Prabhupada.
Thank you, bro.
Thank you, Hare Krishna.
Thanks, Hare Krishna. So we can understand that when this Mahabharata war was going on, then at that point of time as well, we can understand from the whole philosophy that the science of Krishna consciousness was lost, because neither Duryodhana was aware that one should follow Krishna consciousness, neither Karna was aware. Uh, what to speak about Kaurava party, even in Pandava's party as well, people were not aware of Krishna conscious principle. Just because they anyways have love toward Krishna, they were treating Krishna as his friend. So for Arjuna, Krishna, because Krishna is of same age as the dad of Arjuna, so he was treating Krishna as his friend. And then Yudhishthir and Bhim were elder to Krishna, so Krishna used to um, pay obeisances to Yudhishthira, and Yudhishthira, considering himself as an elder brother, used to hug Krishna and love Krishna as his younger brother. So definitely by that point of time, people have completely lost this message of Bhagavad Gita. They were forgetful of Krishna consciousness. That's why even though Krishna was personally present, people were not able to understand his true significance. And because this knowledge was lost, so that's why Krishna again appeared, um, and did so many of his pastime. But the main intention for him setting up the whole battlefield, setting up both Kauravas, Pandavas party, everything was to again give this message of Bhagavad Gita. Why? Because this message is most important for all of us in entire creation. Because this message has potency to free us from the cycle of birth and death in which all of us are stuck. And Lord was aware that not only at that point of time people were stuck, even moving forward, there will be people like us who, because of some desires to enjoy in separation of Krishna, to enjoy some material propensities, we will be falling again to this material world. And to deliver us and to help us, there is uh, needed the science of Krishna consciousness, which can help us to again revive our memory, our consciousness, so that we can again work for our liberation. So that's why Lord appeared there. And while speaking this message to Arjuna, he again reminded that the same message I have repeated to sun god Vivashwan. So this Vivashwan, actually we all can see sun globe. Uh, but each of these spiritual entities also has a um, you can say um, a personification as well. So like this Mother Earth, we all know that Mother Earth, whenever there are more and more of a demonic person on Mother Earth, then Mother Earth take the form of a cow and go to Lord Brahma to pray. Similarly, all these different entities that we see, some of them we consider as non-living entity, but in reality, all this, whether it's matter, whether it's spirit, they all are coming from Krishna. So they all have spiritual, you can say, spiritual significance, spiritual personalities. Even these mountains that we see, earlier mountains could fly. Earlier mountains used to have wings and they fly from one place to another place. But due to one of the curse from Indra, now they are not having wings. But these mountains are also living entities. Similarly, these seas are also living entities. So, like we know that when Lord Rama he became very angry, then he was about to throw an arrow toward the sea, and then the sea god came forward and he begged forgiveness, and he basically told the method that this Nile having this great architectural capabilities that he can build a bridge over it. Similarly, we have seen so many instances where river Ganges came in the form of a Mother Ganges. Like we know Shantanu was married to Mother Ganges only, and Bhishma Pitama, um, he was son of Mother Ganges itself. So we call this Ganga Maiya or Yamuna Maiya, but actually they are in reality a spiritual person, and being a spiritual person, then they display their another form in terms of a river. Similarly, Tulasi Devi, we see the material form in terms of a Tulasi plant, but there is a spiritual form as well, which is Tulasi Maharani. So same is the case uh, with what to speak about those things which appear material to us. So when some people may mock, saying that, oh, in India people do arti to river Ganges, so they are worshipping, um, you can say, material elements as a god. But in reality, it's because of the tradition that traditionally we know that it's not only the river Ganges, but it's the mother Ganges to which we are offering obeisances. So actually, she is a person. So same is the case. The sun, we can see sun as a sun globe, but actually there is a person also, which is behind this, which is known as sun god Vivashwan. So this sun god Vivashwan, not only is that Lord Krishna has seen it, even very recently, if you go to Mayapur, there is an Arkatila. There is a place called Arkatila, and Bhakti Vinod Thakur, he used to go there and chant this Hare Krishna Mahamantra. He will chant the names of Lord Gauranga, and this same sun god Vivashwan, he gave darshan to Bhakti Vinod Thakur as well. Bhakti Vinod Thakur is just 200 years ago. He was a district magistrate in the British um, time as well, and he was father of Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Maharaj. So he himself has this opportunity to take darshan of Sun God Vivashwan. So Sun God Vivashwan, he descended there in the Arktila and he gave darshan to Bhakti Vinod Thakur, and he requested that please you come very often here and chant the names of Lord Gauranga, because I am very much inclined to hear the name of Lord Gauranga, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So for us it appears as a sun globe, but actually there is a person as well residing in sun globe um, who is known as Vivashwan. So Lord Krishna, he first gave this message to sun god Vivashwan, and millions of years ago. And then this disciplic succession was going on and on and on. And then there was also um, dilution in this message, and slowly and gradually this message was completely lost. And because the message was lost at the time of this Mahabharata war 5,000 years ago, so he personally again descended, because this message, when lost, it's very difficult for any other living entity to revive it. So Lord or his pure devotees, they come to establish this. And 5,000 years ago, then Lord personally came, and at that point of time practically there were no devotees. There are some people who love Krishna, but they are not aware that Krishna is supreme personality of Godhead. Just because everyone has Krishna in their heart as super soul, automatically there is a great attraction toward Krishna. And some are natural devotees of Krishna who, when Krishna was appearing, they decided that they will also take birth in earth. So many of the demigods took their birth in earth when Lord came to perform those pastimes. And many of his eternal associates from Vrindavan, so he resided in Golok Vrindavan. So from there, his eternal associate took birth in Vrindavan, in this earth, India, the Vrindavan that we know today. So many of his eternal associate took birth as so many gopis, and so many gopas, people of Vraja, they took birth. And naturally they have this inclination to love Krishna, even though they completely forgot that they are coming from a spiritual world, or Krishna is supreme personality of Godhead. Even in the spiritual world, they are covered with the internal energy of the Lord. Here also they got covered, so they are just loving Krishna as his um, cohort friend, or um, boyfriend, or as a dear friend, or as a son, like that. But practically the science of Krishna consciousness was lost. So Arjuna, because he has this quality, he was very much loving toward his friend Krishna. They are having a brotherly love. um, he used to joke with Krishna. They used to sit together and have lunch together, because all the other members, like the Bhim and Yudhishthir, were elder, so Krishna used to give respect to them. But Arjuna was of same age, and then this Nakul Sadev, they were younger, so they were just like a young brother. So when Arjuna start hearing this message of Bhagavad Gita, then he begged forgiveness as well. He told that I was not aware that you are the same supreme personality of Godhead, and that's why sometime I used to sit together with you, because sitting together with Supreme Lord means in somehow he feel that I may have disrespected him in terms of sitting together with him, or jokingly teased him, saying some ill word to him, because as a friend we used to joke and tease each other. So he was not aware at that point of time that Krishna is the supreme personality of Godhead, who has created this whole creation, who comes every millennium or every yuga just to claim the fallen soul. So that's why he begged forgiveness as well, that I was not aware that you are the same person. But because he was friend to Krishna, and Krishna understood that, because someone in a friendly relationship to Krishna means he must be very pure, he must have done so much of pious activity. That's why he get this much of sukriti, that Krishna personally became his friend. Otherwise, Duryodhana was also there. So many Kauravas were also there of his same age group and in a similar era, but they were all become envious to Krishna. So Arjuna must have done some pious deed. He was having some great qualities. So Krishna understood that, and that's why he gave this message to Arjuna, because he's a friend and a dear devotee. So if someone has this qualities like that of Arjuna, that he naturally love Krishna, he accept whatever Krishna is saying to be true, then he could understand this message of Bhagavad Gita, and then his path back home, back to Godhead, become open. Otherwise, if he is of a demonic mentality, then he will make so many interpretation on Bhagavad Gita, that okay, Bhagavad Gita is given by some intelligent person known as Krishna, or Krishna was not God. Uh, there are so many stories around Krishna that okay, so much of failure he has to undergo. He was born and then being in prison, and then always he was disturbed, and then he goes to Govardhan and did meditation, and then he become realized soul. So many things. Like if you hear the talks of um, so many spiritual master, they are not aware who is Krishna. Um, there are Sadgurus, or there are Acharya Prashant, or there are Shri Ravi Shankar. They were all not aware of who is Krishna, who is Supreme Personality of Godhead, but they are having so many followers. But Krishna, when he personally descends, then he tells that there are only four um, real sampradayas. If someone will follow the teachings of any of these four sampradayas, then that is fruitful. Otherwise, it's all going in vain. It's all fruitless labor that they are doing. So if some people of this age are reading scripture, then they will not be hearing to um, people like Sadguru saying that I am the um, self-made guru without without any spiritual master, or following any spiritual master disciplic succession. I have become guru. If people would have read these scriptures, then they would never have gone to hear people like Achar Prashant or Sadgurus or Ravi Shankar or so many gurus that are available in market right now. Because Lord himself is saying that this knowledge I will only pass to the disciples if they are coming in one of the four disciplic succession. And what are these four disciplic succession? One is this Brahma Sampradaya. That is, once he gave this message to Lord Brahma, and then from Lord Brahma, the same disciplic succession that we are falling into, which is known as Brahma Madhav Gaudiya Sampradaya. Brahma means Brahma, then Madhvacharya is Madhava, and then Gaudiya Sampradaya, because we all belong to God, means devotees of Lord Chaitanya. So we are coming in Brahma Madhav Gaudiya Sampradaya. So in this Sampradaya, we can see Krishna gave this message to Brahma. From Brahma, this message was passed down to Narada Muni. From Narada Muni, this message was passed to Vyasa Deva. And then Vyasadeva to Madhvacharya. Now, some people may say that between Vyasadeva and Madhvacharya, there is a gap of millennium. Like there is a yugas have passed. How from Vyasa Madhvacharya can be another spiritual master? Definitely, there are many more. But Madhvacharya, again, if you read the history, then Madhvacharya, when he wrote the commentary on Srimad Bhagavatam, then he visited one of the place in Himalayas where Vyasadeva is still living. And Madhvacharya was also not a normal personality. So Madhvacharya also we know is incarnation of Vayu, or you can say is as great as Lord Hanuman. So this Madhvacharya, he has gone to um that peaks in Himalayas where Vyasadeva was actually living. Even right now, Vyasadeva is living. There are some personalities who are living even today. So lifespan of different living entities are different. Vyasadeva is also an literary incarnation of Krishna. He is still living. So Madhvacharya, he visited. If you can go through, there is a history written on that. I can share that story. So Madhvacharya, he personally visited Vyasadeva, and he showed him his commentary, and he get the authorization from Vyasadeva that yes, whatever he has written is in bona fide disciplic succession, and then from there onward, this knowledge is being further passed. So Vyasadeva, Madhva, Padmanabha, Narhari, Madhva, Akshobhya, Jaya Tirth, Jnana Sindhu, Dayanidhi, Vidyanidhi. All these are very prominent personalities. If you go through our scriptures about each and every personalities, there are so many different histories associated with it. So like about Jayatirtha, I think earlier I told you Jayatirtha was earlier um, um, bull of Madhva. and later on, because he was a bull, he did so much of services to Madhva that Madhva blessed him that this bull will later on make my teaching more easy for people to follow. And then this person took birth as a um, commander in army, but he has this habit of drinking the water without coming down from his horse. So he used to ride his horse, and just riding his horse, he used to drink the water, taking his horse down to the river and drinking the water directly from river itself without using his hand or without using any utensil. And then this Akshobhya Tirth, he was looking at this person and he chastised this person that, were you an animal in your last life? And as soon as he heard this, because he's hearing from a pure devotee, from a proper source, so he remembered his past birth, that yes, I was a bull in my past birth of Madhvacharya. I was a bull. I was really an animal. So he understood, just by this one word from this person, I get so much of realization. So I should go to him and ask him for more spiritual knowledge. So then he visited this person Akshobhya, that because of just your this word, that are you an animal in your last life, I realized that I was actually an animal. I was a bull of Madhvacharya. So give me more knowledge. So then he got the knowledge, and then this Jayatirtha, who was a bull in last birth, he further made this knowledge more easy for other subsequent generations to understand. So all these personality, there is a in ISKCON ebook library, if you go, uh, about all these personalities, histories were given. There are books written. So these are all very prominent personality, whether it's Madhavendra Puri, there is a complete book on his pastime. Ishwar Puri, who became a spiritual master of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and then he was also a contemporary of Nityanand Prabhu Advaita Acharya. So from Madhavendra Puri, initiation was not only taken by Ishwar Puri but by Nityanand Mahaprabhu and Advaita Acharya. Then Lord Chaitanya, he was Krishna himself. Then Lord Chaitanya sent these six prominent um, um, acharyas, like that is Goswamis, six Goswamis, that is Rup Goswami, Sarup Goswami, Sanatan Goswami, Raghunath Bhatta Goswami, Raghunath Das Goswami, Jeev Goswami. Jeev Goswami was like a nephew to Rup and Sanatan Goswami. Then Krishna Das Kaviraj Goswami, who has written Chaitan Charitamrita. Narottam Das Thakur, about which there is already prediction done by Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, that whatever love that I am having for Krishna, same will be again showed by Narottam Das Thakur. So even though Narottam Das Thakur was not born at that point of time, but Lord Chaitanya already told that there will be one person, Narottama, who will then further take this movement forward. And then Narottam Das Thakur, he was, when he came to visit all the remaining uh, devotees of Lord Chaitanya, then just by his name itself, people got recognized. Oh, Lord Chaitanya already told that there will be one person, Narottama, who will be coming. And then this Narottama Das Thakur, he did a Kheturi festival where, like, he did Sarinam Sankirtan. At that point of time, most of the Lord Chaitanya's disciples were all gone. So there is a great nectarian stories about all this Narottam Das Thakur, about Srinivasacharya and so many other disciples. So he did this Kheturi festival, and in that festival, even though Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Nityanand Prabhu, they all have gone back to spiritual world, they again appeared and they danced and chanted. So from there again he reunited the remaining Vaishnavas and again pushed forward this movement. And then Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, which about his story I already told, that he was one of the Manjari of Lord and how people tried to attack him, and then he showed his Manjari form. So Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur has only given this prayer, Sansara Dava Lila Loka, so which in morning we sing. संसार धावा नलिला लोका त्रणाय karunya ghana ghanatvam. So this prayer he has given, and he told that whoever will sing it in the morning at Brahma Muhurat time, he will, even without any understanding, will go back to water. So this Vishwanath Chakravarti, all these personality, they are not an ordinary personality. Baldev Vidyabhushan. Baldev Vidyabhushan, the next one to which uh, Srila Prabhupada has dedicated Bhagavad Gita to Baldev Vidyabhushan. There is a whole story about Baldev Vidyabhushan. I'll share those stories as well, but it's all our history. And those stories are full of pastimes of Lord's miracles, so many pastimes done by Lord that you all will understand that how Lord is performing so much of transcendental pastime even till today. So why Lord is doing these pastime in these disciplic succession? Because he has already told that in four sampradayas, if anyone will follow one of the four sampradayas, he will be in right track. One is this Brahmado Gaudiya Sampradaya, which is starting from Lord Brahma. Another is Shri Sampradaya, which is starting from Lakshmi Devi. Shri means beauty. Shri means all auspicious. So Shri means Lakshmi. So Lakshmi Devi also has one sampradaya. So Lord has given this knowledge to Brahma as well as to Lakshmi Devi, his eternal consort. And in the disciplic succession of Lakshmi Devi, we have Ramanujacharya, which was none other than Lakshmanji or Anantashesh. So he personally came in Shri Sampradaya. Then we have Rudra Sampradaya, which is a disciplic succession starting from Lord Shiva, because Lord Shiva is also um, one of the Mahajan in devotional service. He's a pure devotee of Lord. And then we have Kumar Sampradaya. So there are four Kumars, um, which are like Sanak, Sanatan, Sanak, Nandan. So the four Kumars, they also have one Sampradaya, Kumar Sampradaya. So Nimbarik, if you know, Nimbarik Aditya, Nimbarik Sampradaya, that is coming from four Kumars. So these four are authorized Sampradaya. If anyone is following any one of these Sampradayas, he's in the right direction. Then this Krishna, the message of Krishna consciousness can be revealed to him. If he's sincere, he is following this disciplic succession, then this message of Krishna consciousness will be revealed through his heart, revealed via his spiritual master. If he is not connected with any of these sampradaya, then how much effort he may do, he will never realize Krishna. He will just eat his mind bananas. He will talk just like Sadguru or Acharya Prashanta, and they will waste their life, the life of people who are following them, and again back in this cycle of birth and death without realizing that what is the purpose of Krishna coming to this material world, how following his teaching one can go back home, back to God. They will just try eating mind bananas. So, any questions till now?
Prabhuji, I have one question.
Yes,
So you mentioned the second sampradaya, Sri
yes,
Sampradaya, right?
yes.
So if you remember, nowadays there is one guru like Premanand Maharaj. He's from that sampradaya.
I'm not sure about that, Prabhu. Um,
Uh, he's from like I think there is one ashram in Vrindavan, Keli Kunj ashram.
what is his teaching?
He's teaching about basically Radharani. So I thought
Which sampradaya he is
he's
following?
so I'm not sure. I think it's Sri Sampradaya only.
So if he's following, if he's coming from any of these four sampradaya, then it's all right.
Okay,
Otherwise, definitely, even if you follow, you will not get, uh, you will not get uh, realization, the real realization. So, because I don't know about the sampradaya that he's following, um, maybe I can do some research on that.
sure.
Okay. I have to do little research about him, Prabhu. I cannot say, but in
It's
case,
Radha Vallabh Sampradaya, I think.
and this Radha Vallabh Sampradaya falls under which?
Okay, that I need to check. Just I googled it. Okay, I will do the research on this proposal.
So, I don't want to comment on other sampradayas or another say other saints. Definitely, those who are doing devotional service to the Lord, they are all respectable. Um, but the only thing is that we are following what is given by Krishna himself. So, like, uh, the point is that some people may argue um, that we all know from the scriptures that 1,000 times if someone will say name of Vishnu, then that is equivalent to one name of Lord Ram. And 3 times one chant the name of Lord Ram is equal to 1 times name of Krishna. Then also this Maha Mantra contain Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, rather than just Krishna, Krishna, Krishna. So the point is that whatever is given by Krishna, we follow that. So Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he was Krishna himself, already given by, it's already given in all the scriptures that how Krishna will personally come. And whatever is given by Krishna, we try following that. Some people may argue that we may take the name of Radha, but generally speaking, Radharani, so Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Krishna himself within heart of Radharani. So when Radharani personally came through the heart of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, then she has recommended this method, this this chant of Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. So she will be more pleased if people will chant this rather than her name directly. And so Srila Prabhupada, he used to say that um, maybe many people may be chanting different mantras, but we stick to this, whatever is given in our parampara. Am I making any sense, bro?
Yes, sir, Prabhu. Yeah.
Yeah. So definitely, because name of Lord, they all have great spiritual potency. So I will tell you one story that there was a person at the time of Bhakti Vinod Thakur. So he gave one new mantra that is also comprising of names of God only. What was the mantra given by him? So something Radhe. I'll remember that mantra. So there is some mantra he gave, and he start popularizing that mantra only. That something like Radhe Krishna, Radhe Sham, something Bolo Gauranga, Bolo, something, some mantra that he started giving to different people, and he popularized the singing of that particular mantra. He very much popularized the singing of that particular mantra. And he told that there is no need for chanting this Hare Krishna Maha mantra, because the mantra that I am giving is more is containing name of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu as well, name of Gauranga, Nityanand Prabhu and all. So better is to chant this. And then he um started preaching different people about chanting this mantra, and that mantra also become very popular. Even right now, many people in toward the west Bengal side, they chant that particular mantra. They started singing that mantra. I'll share the whole history of that particular incident also in our group. Just remind me. So this Bhakti Vinod Thakur, he could understand that this is a great disservice to the Lord, and he met this particular person, and he scientifically proved him that what is the big blunder that he is doing by promoting this mantra, which is not authorized by Lord. And then he could understand because of being counseled by Bhakti Vinod Thakur. He accepted his fault, but by that time, so much of damage he has already done. And he got under so much of agony because of doing this that he lost his mind. He became completely mad that what a blunder I have committed. And so many people who can go back home, back to Godhead just by chanting Hare Krishna mantra. I I created my own mantra and gave to so many people. Watch blunder I have committed. And with this, I have checked their spiritual progress. And this kind of agony has made him mad. And he became completely mad before his death. So that is the point. There are so many wonderful names of the God, definitely. But this Hare Krishna Maha mantra is something given by Lord Himself. So there must be um, some potency inside it, which is not there in any other mantra. So that's why He has given it. So for us, it is better to just focus on chanting of Hare Krishna Maha mantra without being deviated from to any other thing. Is that all right, bro?
So yes, Prabhu. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
So definitely, I'm saying that definitely chanting different names of the Lord, they all give benefit to the living entity. But Hare Krishna Maha mantra is such that without even them understanding it, it is meant for delivering them only from this all the ignorance and to provide them with all the knowledge. I'm not saying they definitely if they will chant the name of Govind, Gopal, Ram, definitely whatever they will chant, that will be beneficial. But we just stick to the mantra that is given in our disciplic succession. Why? Because Lord Himself is saying that one even with closed eye follow one of these four sampradayas will have his um, path open for back home back toward it. So we stick to what is being told by our spiritual masters. Definitely, all the names of the Lord, they are definitely all supremely powerful. So once um, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu inquired from Haridas Thakur that how the other people will be delivered, and then Haridas Thakur told that even the Muslims, for example, Muslims many times when they say this word haram, but this haram word as well, if we remove the ha word from it, then there is a ram word embedded in it. Even if they will say haram, but because ram is included in it, they will get delivered. So that is the potency of spiritual name. There are so many books, there are so many scriptures written on these aspects by Bhakti Vinod Thakur. If you all can go through it, so there are different classifications he has done, that how some of the words, even though can have like some intermediary word, but then also have some benefit of chanting the names, then these word where these conjunction word is just after the other, like the ram word is coming directly without any intermediary alphabet in between, then how much benefit it's going to give. So there is all this calculation done by Bhakti Vinod Thakur on these aspects. So this is a completely scientific thing. The names of the Lord, the spiritual potency embedded in it, and definitely with our um, mental speculation, we cannot overcome it. So, for example, this Hare Krishna Maha mantra. So, uh, if someone is chanting other mantras, um, then he have to control himself to follow the other regulative principle. But this Hare Krishna mantra is so powerful. If someone will sincerely chant this Hare Krishna mantra without any extra endeavor, automatically he will be able to follow four regulative principle. He will not have any desire for illicit sex, intoxication, meat eating. But if one is chanting other mantras, then he has to externally endeavor for controlling all these. And neither any of those um, spiritual lines will say that okay, just you chant this and then you will be able to control your senses. They cannot say that. But Srila Prabhupada has formally said this as well, and that is true as well, that if someone will just chant this Hare Krishna mantra, because the potency that it has, automatically he will come over the bodily platform. Automatically he will realize everything, and then there is no point of breaking any of the regulative principle. Automatically he will come over the bodily platform. He can understand, he could see other person as just the soul with the material bodily covering, so he will lose all the desire or for sense gratification, or he will understand everyone on that principle. So that is the potency of Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Are you getting it, bro?
Yes, yes, Prabhu.
Yeah.
Got it.
Okay. So just on these principle, like so I'm not saying that anyone is wrong or right. Definitely, whoever is chanting the names of God, they're all pious only. But we have limited lifespan left with us. We have limited time, and we know whatever is given by Krishna himself. So if we follow that, that is better. Because definitely, if we talk about our sampradaya, I'm not trying to say that our sampradaya is superior, but I'm just talking in the light of scriptures. In our sampradaya, whoever are coming, whether it's like Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur Maharaj, if you open Padma Puran, there are talks about him, that there will be a personality who will be born into Jagannath Puri, and who will open Gaudiya Math and all those things. About about Srila Prabhupada, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu himself has predicted. No other personality right now I could think of about him. Already in scripture there are descriptions given. So if we have something supreme, let's follow that. Is that clear, bro?
Yes, Prabhu.
Yeah. Definitely, just chanting the names of Radha may appear easy to some people. Maybe one can say Radha, 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 Radha. But the point is that Radharani is eternal consort of Lord Krishna. And in our sampradaya, we generally don't take um name of a wife without husband. Getting it?
Okay.
That may, for us, we may not understand it, but uh, that will that may feel offensive to that that personality. For example, you have a wife, okay, and one is taking just the name of a wife only. That may consider offensive to the wife. But if wife is um, um, for example, wife's name is taken in conjugation with husband's name, then she will feel better. So that's why, like, we chant this Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. So we request potency of Krishna, that is Radharani, Hare, to engage us in service of Krishna. And that is more pleasing to her, because she always thinks of Krishna, getting engaged in the service of Krishna. So if someone is chanting that, she's more pleased. If I'll keep on chanting Radha, 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 then she'll say, what? You're asking my name, but for what purpose? The purpose, if you're not aware, then calling them and then not aware of the purpose, what is the need? So we chant that, O Radharani, we have lost our purpose. We don't know our purpose. We are not calling your name without any purpose. We are calling your name because we are now engaged in the service to material energy, but please engage us in the service of Krishna. And that is our eternal engagement. So So
So that Hare in that mantra is Radharani, right?
yes,
Hare Krishna.
Hare, yeah,
Okay.
yes. So it's written 5,000 years ago, it was detected by Lord himself that the disciplic succession was broken. Therefore, he declared that the purpose of Gita appeared to be lost. In the same way, all the present movement, also there are so many editions of Gita, but almost all of them are not according to authorized disciplic succession. There are innumerable interpretations rendered by different mundane scholars, but almost all of them do not accept the Supreme Personality of Godhead Krishna. Although they make a good business on the word of Sri Krishna, the spirit is demonic, because the demons do not believe in God but simply enjoy the property of Supreme. Since there is a great need of an edition of Gita in English as it is received by the Parampara system, an attempt is made herewith to fulfill this great want. Bhagavad Gita, accepted as it is a great boon to humanity, but if it is accepted as a treatise of philosophical speculation, it is simply waste of time. So Bhagavad Gita, this message of Gita is saying clearly that you surrender unto me, you become my devotee, you perform pure devotional service. And then Srila Prabhupada has um, given us the way as well, that whatever you are doing, um, the aim should be, you may be very good in your office work, you may be good in whatever business that you are doing, but until and unless that is not helping you realize Krishna, it's all going in waste. Like in Christianity, they say that what benefits a man if he achieve everything, but uh, he achieves everything, but uh, something like his I'll just tell you the exact phrase that they have. Yeah, if he shall gain the whole world and lose his own soul. Yeah. So this is from the gospel, that for what shall it profit a man if he shall gain the whole world and lose his own soul? So that is the point. So Srila Prabhupada is giving this message that whatever you are doing, so other because until and unless one is not chanting this Hare Krishna mantra, he will not realize that it's actually not by performing their own duty one is going to achieve anything. But any duty one is performing, if he is not perfecting his Krishna consciousness, then he is not achieving anything. So that is the discrimination, and that comes by spiritual realization. And that spiritual realization is only possible if one follow the bona fide disciplic succession. Is that making any sense, Prabhu? Abhindu Prabhu?
Yes, yes,
Is
yes,
that
sir.
clear?
Yeah. Got it.
Yeah. So that very ancient science of relationship with the Supreme is today told by me to you, because you are my devotee as well as my friend, and can therefore understand the transcendental mystery of this science. So no one, until and unless one is having friendly relationship with Krishna, can understand the science of Krishna consciousness. And there are always two classes of men, namely the devotee and the demon. The Lord selected Arjuna as the recipient of this great science owing to his being a devotee of the Lord. But for the demons, it's not possible to understand this great mysterious science. So the point here is this, Prabhu. Many times, even in the path of spirituality, we see so many gurus are coming, and many gurus are very, you can say, famous as well. And so many people, like millions of people, will follow that guru. Very few people will follow Srila Prabhupada. That may be possible. Why? Because the science itself is being hidden by Krishna for those person who are completely sincere. For those who are not sincere, they will definitely be swayed away by so many spiritual gurus that we have nowadays. Even though they may all appear similar, they may all appear very attractive, they may all be appearing as giving the pure message, but that is the discrimination, because Lord himself, this supreme science, is covered uh, and is revealed only to a very few who really can follow it, who really can embrace it, who really can benefit out of it. For rest, everyone, it's majorly covered. And then there are um, so many different gurus being created by the illusory energy of the Lord. So there are two classes of men, namely the devotees and the demon. The Lord selected Arjuna as the recipient of this great science, owing to his being a devotee of the Lord. But for the demon, it's not possible to understand this great mysterious science. There are number of editions of this great book of knowledge. Some of them have commentaries by devotees, and some of them have commentaries by demons. Commentation by the devotee is real, whereas that of the demons is useless. Arjuna accepts Sri Krishna as the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and any commentary on the Gita following in the footstep of Arjuna is real devotional service to the cause of great science. So when Srila Prabhupada, he was giving this Bhagavad Gita, he gave it as it is. So on each and everything scientifically, what Krishna is looking for, he has given that. So Krishna is saying that if you are eating anything which is not offered to me, that is sinful. Prabhupada is also saying the same thing. But if you go to some other spiritual master, he'll say, oh, if there is inconvenience, definitely if you are in some place, you have to eat onion garlic, you can eat it, that's fine. Why? Because this knowledge is covered. Only a pure devotee can give this knowledge. No, if you are eating something not offered to Krishna, it's sinful. Maximum, for example, one can eat things which are not having onion and garlic, saying 3 times Shri Vishnu, Shri Vishnu, Shri Vishnu, so that the consciousness can be killed of that particular food. In the consciousness that is made, but it cannot be offered to Krishna. So in under emergency, you can eat those things without onion garlic, saying Shri Vishnu, Shri Vishnu, Shri Vishnu, but that will not make it a prasad. That will just kill the consciousness of the cook who has made it. So everything scientifically, whatever Krishna is saying, the message of Bhagavad Gita, the same is given by the same disciplic succession. So like Bhagavad Gita as it is, if you read, you will understand it, understand the same message which is given by Krishna. If you read something out of these bona fide disciplic succession, then you will get some different message. There may be little discrepancies, little downfall in each and every area, but in the end, the real purpose will not be met. The real purpose is that you go back home, back to Godhead. That will not be met. So Arjuna accepts Sri Krishna as the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and any commentary on the Gita following in the footstep of Arjuna is real devotional service to the cause of this great science. The demonic, however, do not accept Lord Krishna as he is. Instead, they concoct something about Krishna and mislead general reader from the path of Krishna's instruction. Here is a warning about such misleading path. One should try to follow the disciplic succession from Arjuna and thus be benefited by this great science of Srimad Bhagavad Gita. So I think I extended my time. So someone can quickly read this preaching is the essence, and then we can end this session for today. Manu Vidya Mataji, you are back. Or Parmanand Prabhu, you want to read?
The creation of the material world is not blind or accidental. The living entities who are ever conditioned or Nityabada are thus given a chance for liberation under the guidance of his Krishna's own representative like Brahma. The Lord instructs Brahma in Vedic knowledge in order to diffuse this knowledge to the conditioned souls. The conditioned souls are forgetful souls in their relationship with the Lord, and thus a period of creation and the process of dissemination of Vedic knowledge are necessary activities of the Lord. Lord Brahma has a great responsibility in delivering the conditioned souls, and therefore he is very dear to the Lord. Brahma also does his duty very perfectly, not only by generating the living entities, but also by spreading his party for reclaiming the fallen souls. The party is called the Brahma Sampradaya, and any member of this party to date is naturally engaged in reclaiming the fallen souls back to Godhead, back home. The Lord is very much anxious to get back his parts and parcel. As stated in the Bhagavad Gita, no one is more dear than one who takes the task of reclaiming the fallen souls back to Godhead. Anyone preaching the mission of the Lord in the line of Brahma Sampradaya is always dear to the Lord, and the Lord, being satisfied with such preacher of the authorized bhakti cult, shakes hand with him in great satisfaction.
Thanks a lot, Mataji. So it's given that the creation of material world is not blind or accidental. So sometimes people say that just because of Big Bang, there is a Big Bang, and then this material world is created. It's not like that. The living entities who are ever conditioned or Nitya are given a chance for liberation under the guidance of Krishna's own representative like Brahma. And there is a complete, always there is a um, Lord Brahma, because he has created this for the conditioned soul. So he always send his party as well to revive people's original consciousness, to help them. So in the Brahma Vaivats Puran, it's already given that Lord himself will send so many of his devotees. Thousands and thousands of his devotees are being sent from spiritual world. They are completely connected with Krishna, even though when they are born, they didn't realize that they are the devotee of the Lord. They may be doing something or the other. Someone may be doing IIT, some engineering, someone may be born in Western countries, Western body. They may be initially taking non-vegetarian food stuff. Anything can happen, but they are all being sent by Lord himself. And at one point of time, they will automatically come in contact with the ISKCON. They will become devotees and they will engage in this preaching movement of the Lord. But never one should understand that them as an ordinary soul or an ordinary living entity. They are all eternal associate of Lord being sent especially for this purpose. So Brahma does his duty very perfectly, not only by generating the living entity, but also by spreading his party for reclaiming the fallen soul. This party is called the Brahma Sampradaya. And any member of this party to date is naturally engaged in reclaiming the fallen souls back home, back to God. So the Lord is very much anxious to get back his part and parcel. No one is more dear than the one who takes the task of reclaiming the fallen souls back home, back back toward it. So all of you, you should try engage yourself in reading books from Srila Prabhupada, get the knowledge of scriptures, thorough knowledge of scriptures, understand each and everything on in scientific perspective, and then try to give this message to others. If you guys are doing this, then you become very much dear to the Lord, because Lord become very much satisfied with the preacher of these authorized bhakti cult and shakes hand with him in great satisfaction. So we all should not only become a blind follower, but we should scientifically study the books given by Srila Prabhupada and try to give this message to others, and that way Lord will become very much pleased with us. So any questions, if anyone is having, they can raise it. Abhindu Prabhu, you can just message me on my WhatsApp number. I'll share you uh, more details around it. And
Okay.
yeah, and any question, if anyone is having, they can raise it.
Hare
Otherwise,
Hare Krishna,
yeah, Hare
Prabhuji.
Krishna.
So this Bhagavad Gita was spoken at the end of Tua Prajua. Um,
Yes.
so um, so um, uh, so at that time, different kind of people were living, or the same kind of, I mean, like Kali Yuga began or carried forward. Like when the millennium changes, so how does the change happening? Is it like a continuous, or every from the previous Yuga disappear and new people were created after that, or?
No, no. So the point is that uh, Kali Yuga even tried to enter um, the territory of Yudhishthir Maharaj as well. But at the time of Yudhishthir Maharaj, you might have heard that story that he came and gave different kind of riddles, different kind of questions to Bhim, and Bhim could not answer it, and then he inquired from Yudhishthir Maharaj about these questions, and then giving answers to those questions, Yudhishthir Maharaj understood that this person was Kali himself who was trying to enter. So many questions. There is a whole list of that question. I will share it in the group, or we'll have some more sessions where I'll tell about that. So he didn't allowed, and then there was a rule of, so when Krishna returned to his spiritual world, then definitely it became an easy method for Kali to again gain his leadership, because uh, Krishna was not there. And then at the time of Parikshit Maharaj, he devised a plan to basically enter into the head of Parikshit Maharaj, because Parikshit Maharaj also was not giving any place for Kali to live. So he requested for place where there is a vast amount of gold, and then he entered the head of Parikshit Maharaj, and that way he uh, distracted Parikshit Maharaj from his path and make him commit Vaishnava offense by encircling dead snake around the uh, head of a Shringi Rishi. And then he got cursed, and then he died. And as soon as he's dead, then Kali start increasing in his influence. So even people who were even living at that point of time, because of the influence of Kali, naturally there is a tendency to break the regulative principle. So it's not that all the people of the earlier ages are gone. Even those people who were left till that point of time, they started acting in a little sinful manner afterward because of the influence of Kali. Even right now, you see that anything which is sinful, people are more attracted toward that. So the four kind of regulative principle that we have, that will require great endeavor. So to open a slaughterhouse, maintain a slaughterhouse, animal slaughter is going on, and then to pack it, and then to send it for people to eat it, it's a great business. But so much of endeavor is done so that people will commit sin. Everything, whatever you will open, you will take an ice cream, you will open a chocolate, you will open a toffee, you will see the content beef is in it. But to make a chocolate, toffee for kids, or to make an ice cream, actually beef is not needed. But it all being added. Why? Because people are so influenced by the Kali. So everything uh, which can be straightforward, which cannot take us to the hell, is being polluted so that it will take us to the hell. So everything is downgrading. Everything is, if nowadays no movies are made um, on scriptures or on the moral teaching. Everything is about just love story or this and that. Just so everything is made in such a way which, looking at it or ex experiencing it, you will just break some regulative principle. So that is the influence of Kali. All this intoxication, people know that okay, if they will drink alcohol, or they will take tobacco, uh, these cigarettes and all, then they will have cancer, so many diseases. But the things are getting legalized. In Canada, we see that so many hard drugs are also being legalized. People can easily take it. So much of problems they will have to suffer, but these are all legal and people are attracted toward it. They are spending so much of money for their own death, causing cancer. So that is the influence of Kali Yuga. So with Kali Yuga, even the normal people, they will be attracted to commit sin. A husband wife properly married, but all there will be tendency for husband to go to become attracted to other women, or maybe women already happily married but may have tendency to look for another man. So this all happened because of the influence of Kali Yuga. So only by chanting the Hare Krishna Mahamantra one can overcome these attraction. Otherwise, these impulses will be very high because of the influence of Kali Yuga, because we are in Kali Yuga. So the only good quality in this Kali Yuga is just by chanting this Hare Krishna Mahamantra, one can overcome all this. Lifespan is anyways very short, just 50, 60 years. If one can be in Krishna consciousness, one can return back home, back to Godhead. So that's the thing. Is that clear, Po?
Yeah, Hare Krishna. Thank you.
Hare Krishna. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot, everyone, for your time. So tomorrow is Ekadashi as well. You all can attend Sunday program. And then on Wednesday, I think we have Narsing Chaturdashi, appearance day of Lord Narsing Dev. We have fasting till dusk. Then we'll meet you all again next Saturday. Hare Krishna. Dandavat pranam.
Hare Krishna.
Hare
Thank you.
Krishna.
Thank you.